What is up, my fellow poppers? This is Frank's BS Weekly Edition, and I'm here with S-Vaughn82.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everyone, and what's up? So, yeah, it's my first live stream, and obviously I got Scott here to kind of back me up, some moral support,
Yes,
keep
sir.
me going, keep me like loose and whatnot. So, but yeah, I'm excited to be doing this, and I just want to start everything by saying thank you to everyone who got me to 500, and then the next 100 people that got me to 6. And then the people got me to 7, and now I'm at 8. So I appreciate it. It's been going really fast, and
Yes.
God love y'all. I appreciate it. So hopefully the content, you guys are digging it, and I'll just keep pushing along and doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it gets a little weirder and crazier from here. So that's what I'm hoping for. So,
oh yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah. So Scott, how you doing, man? Everything going good? Good on your end here?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. I'm ready for an awesome, fun time for this first live stream. I think it's going to be a good one.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, with that starting off here, let's go into something here right away. So here. All right, breaking toy news, ladies and gentlemen. Toys R Us is planning to open 24 stores in 2024, plus airport and cruise ship stops. Now, what I see is a bunch of 45 to 35-year-old men walking around a toy store trying to regain their youth and all going like, excuse me, where's your collectibles? Excuse me, do you have the collectible this? Yeah,
Pretty
so
much.
I think it's I mean, that's what I picture, right? I mean, I don't you see it's pretty the same thing, right?
I'm one of them.
Oh, I'll be there first day. Like I'll be holding up, like, where's Jeffrey? I want a picture with Jeffrey.
Absolutely.
Which of course then leads me to a weird Epstein thing. There's a whole thing going on there. I don't know. Now I think about it, it's kind of weird that that's the name of the giraffe, right? You think it's like a plant? Like Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey the giraffe. I don't like that. That's a little weird. I don't think we should be promoting this.
That's a little weird.
It's weird. Yeah. But yeah, so the thing that gets me though, I was telling Scott before this year is apparently they're going to open a store in the Texas terminal. I think it was Fort Worth is what I said. They're going to open a Toys R Us there, which I still don't understand the point. I guess if you're flying somewhere, you need some popcorn, some pizza kitchen, and apparently a really expensive toy, because that's going to cost a lot.
Very expensive souvenir.
When's the last time you flew? When's the last time you flew anywhere, man?
Oh man, like probably 10 years. I flew from Atlanta, Georgia to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
10 years ago. Oh my God, man. So I fly pretty randomly, at least once a year. And in that, I will say this. The price of basically everything at the airports keeps going higher and higher and higher. It's like literally we stopped at I think it's LAX. They have a Burger King stand, which pretty much all they had at the time. And it was like, for a Whopper and all that stuff, it's like $20 or something, some crazy price. I'm just like, sure. I don't. Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel good about this. It's like you're already eating crap.
For a bottle of water, $10.
Yeah, seriously, dude. No, seriously, it's totally how it is. God forbid you need something, like actually need something. And now you're like, great. So now on top of that, you're going to have a little kid being like, I want this Lego set. Buy me the Legos. And you'd be like, crap, I got to buy this kid's Legos. Damn it. Like, yeah, that's going to be awesome. So, but with that being said, though, they're going to open, like I said, 24 stores. Hopefully they'll do one in Chicago. I'm guessing that would be a spot they're going to open one up. And definitely going to be checking that out, though, man. So, but I will say this, the cost of toys is insane right now. Like, I'm not going to lie, dude. I mean, you do the Marvel Legends on average. I know, on average, what does something like that cost? One of those, like $25 or something?
The starting price point's 25. And when you're talking like extra accessories or a 2-pack, they get up into the hundreds sometimes. They're expensive.
Which is insane to me, right? Because it's like this thing of like, again, that's not for a kid. Like a kid's not going to be like saving up money to be like, oh, I'm going to go buy this.
No,
it's like way too much money. Yeah, they're not for kids. Honestly, you see more of the adults walking through the toy section is really what it is. So,
when do you ever honestly see kids in the Target toy aisle anymore? It's mostly
every once in a while. I'll see I'll see the girls like in the girl section looking at like the more girl oriented toys because they tend to have more of that stuff. But as far as like Yeah, you don't see a lot of it. You do not. Because again, the same thing, it's like if you bring your kid over there and they're like, oh, I really want this like Bruce Banner and Hulk set for, $79.99. You're like, whoa, like what? And then you're like, I don't even know if I want you playing with this thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's insane, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's really expensive nowadays. And that's what people get on me. They're like, oh, you buy Funko Pops. I'm like, yeah, because I can find them for like $5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's why I buy them, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Like,
Yeah. The
my
buy-in
God.
point's a lot cheaper on Funko stuff.
Oh God, yeah. We got some people here. Mr. Pops, what's up with you?
What's going
Trev,
on,
how
Mr.
you
King?
doing, buddy?
Yes, sir.
What's this? Why did they close them just to reopen them? I worked in was one as a teen, and it ruined me forever working retail. Yeah, that's true though, right? Like, I guess. Well, the thing is, they were trying to get the company rolling again because it was falling behind because of Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they were like, okay, we got to find a way to generate more business, and they couldn't do it. They just couldn't compete with the pricing, I think is what it came down to. And so, boom, guess what? Now you get, we're closing down everything. And now they're going to open them up like some kind of boutique weird thing, and that's going to be the thing.
Whatever it takes, dude. If that's just the starting point and they're going to grow from there, I'm all for it. Let's go. I'm just ready for Toys R Us to be back again.
I agree. I think it'd be cool to have something like take your kids to again and, just be like, hey, there's this, it did have a vibe. It was cool going there, and honestly,
Absolutely.
I know this sounds crappy, but honest to God, man, there's a part of me that, if you're not standing in line at Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're celebrating and you're not standing in line for like 3 hours waiting to like, I mean, that's part of the thing to stand in line and kind of like hate everyone, right? I mean, that was what, so, oh yeah.
That's
Mr.
the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You kind of have to have a little hate. That's okay. It's okay to hate a little bit. I mean, that's part of the holiday, right?
Of course.
You have to have the hate to then be redeemed. And that's part of the thing here. So Mr. Pops is saying, what's up with Funko? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this. Walmart, it seems to be getting rid of their Funko Pops. Dude, craziness. So I go into Walmart, and first off, I want to say, and I didn't want to post this as my video, but I did think it was a little racist that all the Funkos that they had were basically all black dudes. And I was like, why are those the discounted Funkos? Like, it's kind of like, that was a little, I was
What's
like,
up with that? What's up with that?
Seriously, it's a little weird. But no, they, I was like, look, I was going through them and I'm like, okay, they were in the discount section. So I go to the actual section and there was like nothing there. There was like 4 or 5 of them sitting there. And I'm like, this is brutal, man. Like, they're just straight up. I think Walmart might be done. I don't know if they're done. I don't know what the deal is.
I think they're moving away from them. I do.
That's crazy though, because it's. I mean, I guess it makes sense. And also too, I wonder if they're how much, because a lot of the kids were going through them. Like the sodas, they would like take them and rip the tops off and like go through them and stuff like that. And I think maybe it's a problem for them, and possibly they're getting rid of them, which is insane because, in my opinion, Funko just keeps releasing more and more stuff. Like, I'm kind of
they're not slowing up. They're not slowing up.
It's shocking, right? I am shocked by how many Funkos. Like, every time I go on my my IG, I'm looking. It's just like, here's the new Funko that's coming out. Here's the new Funko, the new sodas, the new thing. Everything has a release date. It's a new thing. They're making up cons just to release stuff at this point. It's like it's the Target mid-season 2024. Like, they're coming up with these weird
exclusive.
Exclusive mid-season Funko soda exclusive. Like, there's adding exclusive. Oh, Diamond Edition. But, it's like, I just want a Funko Pop. What is all this, dude? It's
but
like,
all the stickers though. The stickers.
Yeah, seriously, right? But yet I still can't get my hands on the damn the Fairly Odd Parents. Still can't get my hands on those. So it's like, whatever, man. I gotta keep my eyes open on those, man, because I would like to actually get that pair, honestly.
Good cartoon. It was
awesome cartoon, dude. So today as well, we're gonna be doing Comic Corner with Scott here, and then Chris from Chris and Ralph are gonna be stopping in, and we're gonna do a top 5 with him. So I'm kind of waiting on them to show up with that. But another topic I wanted to talk about here, which I love this. I was thinking about this more and more as I was a kid. When I was a kid, I should say. So these are toys that we might know that basically could kill us at some point in time.
Nice.
So one of the toys is actually I remember this too. It was this CSI fingerprint analysis kit. Apparently this kit had something like in the stuff, like the stuff you're supposed to like mix on there or whatever,
like mercury.
Yeah, right. Basically, yeah, it would burn your hands off or something. And then they're like, "Oh, this isn't quite on brand with what we should be doing." So they like, so they kind of pull. They're like, "We're gonna pull this one, man." They're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do this, man. I don't know. This might be not the coolest thing to do." I will say this though, one of my favorite ones, and I'm sure you remember this, Scott, as a kid, were the lawn darts. The lawn darts.
I know what you're talking about because I've seen them in toy videos. But that was a little bit before my time.
No, seriously, I remember being a kid and like I'd go to like a barbecue and they had them though, like because they bought them like years ago. And so again, we're just sitting there just whipping these darts, through each. Like I was insane though, dude. It really was kind of like a crazy.
It's an insane concept. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a javelin. You just throw a piece of metal at someone.
Throwing big ass darts through the air just randomly back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it too, like really, I mean, horseshoes is already kind of bad because it's like a heavy piece of like just metal you're whipping at each other. Like, I mean,
points on either end though.
But still, dude, you can like blunt force trauma yourself with those things.
Yeah, you can do some damage with a horseshoe. Don't get me wrong.
Seriously, man. No, they were dangerous. I remember as a kid, my grandpa would be throwing those things, and everyone's just standing there. A couple beers in them. They're like, whatever, doesn't matter. They're like, oh, the kids are gonna go play with the darts over there. The men are gonna play with the horseshoes. It was like literally a memory I have as a kid, dude. Freaking darts whipped at my head and stuff, dude. So apparently those were oh god, dude. So apparently a 4-year-old child did die in 1970. And then there was at least 2 other deaths. Jesus. 600.
Does it say how the kid died?
No, it didn't say. It does say this: 6,100 lawn dart emergency room injuries were recorded from 1970 to 1988.
Was it really that popular though? There were that many lawn dart kits out there.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, that was the thing. Oh, this is great. So another thing, number 3 was flubber, the 1960s flubber, which apparently, let's see here. They already tried so apparently obviously Flubber the movie and all that stuff came out. They thought it was a good idea, and again, interesting, Hasbro again. This is the second Hasbro toy that's been in. So now I'm wondering, I'm like, hey Hasbro, what are you doing? Like, what's going on here, guys? So what's a way we can eliminate some of the population? We need to get rid of some of it, right? But like, we also want to entertain them, so we'll give them these lawn darts and we'll give them some flubber. Apparently,
the immortal flubber that you can never get rid of.
Yeah, I'm guessing there had to be something about this stuff. It's probably if you like swallow. Oh, Silly Putty gave thousands of kids nasty
chemicals. I think it contains some sort of chemical that like you couldn't be handled for.
It says right here. It says it gave thousands of kids nasty rashes and sore throats. Like. What are you get a sore throat from though? Like that's a little weird. Like we just breathing it too close and your throat starts to hurt. Like
there's kids, they're like sticking the shit in their mouth probably.
That's what I'm hoping that was the case, and it wasn't just like, oh no, this is actually an experimental Nazi Germany thing that we gave kids, and they're just like breathing it too closely. Like
could be, man.
Dude, honestly, if that came out in the late 90s, it'd just be kids getting high on it.
Probably.
They'd be like, dude, what are you doing? I'm getting all flubbered, dude. Just sitting there doing flub.
Yeah, man.
Like, I could see a thing, dude. Like, what are you guys doing? I'm doing some flub, dude. Okay, dude, this is crazy. I don't know if you remember these. They're called Wendigo kite tubes. So these would get pulled behind. Okay, so they'd get pulled behind the the old jet ski or whatever you want. You hang on to it, right? But they're meant to actually be pulled up, and as you go, it starts to lift you off the ground. And now you're flying. So now, once you picture a small child flying on the back of a boat somewhere in like Waukesha, like Wisconsin or something, just like woo, and then boom, and then like you're kind of wondering like how people die from that. It's like, well, that's pretty obvious. I think that's literally trying to kill us. That's literally it. Thank you. Congratulations on 800. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What's going on, Barney? Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go through. Okay, number 5 here because I do see we got Chris in the wings here waiting. Let me go to number 5. This is hilarious. I remember these immensely. Do you remember the clackers? As a kid, they would do that whacking thing. You could.
Oh yeah, I used to drive my mom crazy.
Okay, well the original clackers didn't have that stick. they were just like a rope, and you would hold this rope. And essentially, if you think about it, it's like you're literally like a biblical warrior just whipping this rope around. And just like I could just see kids
bar of
just
soap in a sock.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, dude. Kids just getting taken down. They're like, oh, like 100%, dude. I don't even need to read why this was a bad idea. Like, clearly it's a bad idea to do this. Like, this whole thing is insane, dude.
Clearly.
Oh my God. I'm looking through some of these. Oh, this is great. Real quick. Number 7, Gilbert's Autonomy Energy Lab. This was a 1950s or 60s kit. I do remember this because it had samplings of radioactive ore.
I mean, you got to give the kids chemicals, right? You got to.
Dude, it's such a 1950s thing to do, though, right? Like early 60s, 50s are like, here, have some ore.
Have a starter kit of chemicals, kids.
No, it's really what it was. Yeah, which probably led some kids to do some cool things, and also led some kids to like glow, just straight up glow in the fucking dark. So, hey, we got Chris here in the wing, so I'm gonna pull him up here.
Bob, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
Bam, what's up, bro?
What's good, y'all? Y'all can hear me? I'm all good.
Brother?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Awesome.
How and then we got. Oh yeah, hey Vlogs, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. I'm still learning this whole thing here. It's new to me. I'm like, hey, how does this work? So yeah, Chris is going to be doing a top 5. What's your top 5 this week? What's it going to be?
It's going to be Halloween theme because that's what we've been doing on our channel. So
awesome.
I'm gonna keep it going over here too.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start with a little sweet little intro I made for you, brother. One second.
Appreciate it.
All right, Chris and Rush, top 5, go.
Let's go. All right, so coming in at number 5. So this is all Halloween-esque movies to get you in the mood for the spooky season. Nice. At number 5, we have The Invisible Man, the 2020 remake made by Universal. So The Invisible Man is a classic Universal monster, but this one is a modern take where instead of using chemicals, which I was just discussing, he actually uses a tech suit. It is very, very thriller-esque, and I really recommend it. All right, coming in at number 4, I actually just rewatched this one last night. It is the 2017 remake. It is probably, in my opinion, one of the best movies of the 2010s, at least in terms of horror. I think definitely. Pennywise is without a doubt one of the best horror movie villains out there. He's badass. He's just badass to look at. And it has a stellar young cast, so I really recommend watching this, especially if you're afraid of clowns. All right, coming in at number 3, this one is probably the most grotesque one, and that is A House of a Thousand Corpses. Yes. That is a Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah.
As Rob Zombie does, his wife is one of the main characters. She's wonderful in it, and she's really creepy as well. Yeah. If you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or if you read up on the Manson family, this is basically that, but with a clown is also one of their leaders. All right, coming in at number 2 is without a doubt the oldest movie on this list. Came out in 1931, and that is Frankenstein.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely love Frankenstein. The Invisible Man, Universal Monsters. Frankenstein is one of the original Universal monsters. It is black and white, of course. It is a little slower than modern day films, but this is just a classic. There's a reason why it has been holding up the test of time, is because it's just a wonderful story about monsters and how they exist in our world. And coming in at number 1, Halloween 2018. The original one, I want to do that one later on. You can watch that one as well. I love that one probably more than this one. But the 2018 one is sort of like the reboot for the Michael Myers series. It does stay true to the original one, but it's a little more modern with more blood, more kills, and just more badassery. So that is my top 5 Halloween movies to watch so far of October.
Awesome, dude. Great and list, I want to say that list is really good. I have not seen the Invisible Man one with the suit. I didn't know because now they did Kevin Bacon as well, right? Or is that a different? Yeah, like remember he did the Invisible Man as well. That was another one they did with him.
I think so, like in the 90s, right?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Kevin Bacon
I have to check.
Just pops up and stuff. Yeah,
Kevin Bacon pops up in a lot of random movies, so he really does something like that.
Yeah, I never seen that one. That sounds really good. And then the obviously the original Frankenstein is a great movie.
Yeah,
and also good if you have little kids. You want to like scare, put something on that's not like crazy. Maybe not do like Devil's Rejects or do like House of a Thousand Corpses first time. That might not be the way to go.
Not with the kids.
Very much an introduction to like that type of genre.
Yeah, like a nice classic horror, right? Just like here.
Yep.
Although it's funny because whenever I say that in front of like little kids, it's like, what do you? It's a classic horror, and it's like, what did you just say? Like, what is that? It's a classic horror. So she's a nice slut. What are you talking about? It's like,
Because
no,
she gets
classic
around.
horror. Like, come on, people.
I
She's,
now I
Just
sometimes
have
I
a
have to
joke.
say horror because
yeah, I
some
always have to do
people,
it. Yeah, like it's like a whore. You know, when you're doing a whore, what's this horror? It's like
yeah.
classic horror. No, yeah, and then yeah, but and then, now you did some of these reviews on your channel, correct?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're every day we're doing a review, and this is 5 so far, or
Yeah,
some
so
of the
and I
5.
100% suggest getting your butt over to Chris and Ralph Productions. That's their YouTube, and by all means check out the full length videos. They're really good. I've checked out some of them. They're really nice. You do a great
Thank you.
job,
Thank you.
covering
Appreciate it.
everything. And yeah, dude, honestly, a lot of your reviews, like I said, I've been watching them more often now, and because it's one of those weird things. I thought like after we had him on the show on You Collect What, I thought I like subscribed to him. Well, apparently I didn't.
Oh
like,
yeah,
what?
I
Yeah,
see. Yeah.
yeah, and like I'm sitting there one day, and I'm like,
sub.
dude, I'm like, yeah,
Thank
like
you.
why isn't his stuff in on here? And then finally, yeah, then I hit him up, and I was like, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I saw your message. I was like, it's all good. It
like,
happens. It
I'm like,
happens.
my
It does
bad, bro.
happen.
I guess I just what else?
No worries.
Yeah, no. Oh, what's up, Comic Cap Collectibles?
Yes. What's
How you
going
doing,
on,
man?
brother?
But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I really suggest you get over and check those out. They're really, really good.
Yes.
But hey, man, you heard us talking about the toys that could kill you, right?
Yeah,
So,
I saw that.
okay, check this out. So I like this one because this is actually newer. You don't get a lot of this from the newer stuff. So number 9, ready for this? Black Panther Wakanda battle claws. So apparently these battle claws are like really dangerous. Are they still available? Yes, they still sell them, which is interesting. But a lot of kids have ended up in the emergency room, mostly because of the fact that the claws tend to pop out on them. Yeah, here Christmas. Oh God, Jesus. Okay, Christmas horror simply because, well, when you're 5, do you want your 5-year-old running around swiping claws at people and with hard plastic claws on their hands that pop out?
Seriously. I mean,
No, don't actually. That does sound like a horrible thing to do.
putting out
Wow.
each other's eyes and everything, man.
Seriously,
Exactly. Yep.
dude, here's another Hasbro. What? Okay, seriously, like, do we have to write some letters to Hasbro? Be like, what are you guys doing? It's like,
Tighten up,
dude,
Hasbro.
apparently, the 2007 Easy Bake Oven also was it sold over 1 million, things. It's still available, but apparently, oh, what is this? 77 other. Oh, basically, people kept burning themselves on it.
But it
burning
only runs off a little light bulb though. Like it just uses a light bulb as the heating element.
Yeah, but apparently
industrial grade light bulbs.
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy though, because I remember Easy Bake Oven as a kid being a thing. Yeah, it says it's a 100-watt light bulb, nothing crazy, but it says without that classic bulb, some would suffer switching around, blah blah blah. Easy Bake Oven, blah blah, yada yada yada. They burn themselves because they're a bunch of idiots. Okay, well that's fair. It says that 250 children kept burning them, had burns. That's crazy, dude.
Wow.
That's something about Hasbro, man. There's like a lot of Hasbro things. I remember as a kid, this goes back a little bit, but what was it? The Cabbage Patch doll that would eat hair. You remember that? Like they had this doll, and it was like it had
It
eating
was actually
action.
eating girls' hair. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be holding the doll, and they're like, "Oh, I love you," and like, just starts taking the thing down, dude. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, and then like also kind of made me think of there were a bunch of toys that had flints where you could flick them like a lighter.
Oh right, yeah.
There were a bunch of different toys that had flints in them. Like there was a Barbie on rollerblades, and as you rolled it,
had right, and it would spark, right?
Yeah, it would spark.
Like take it and spark it. Yeah, like dude, I remember as a kid having the what was it? The come on, Frank, the He-Man, and in the back of it you could put a cap. You put the little caps, and you turn the thing, and it was like as he's punching, it'd be like blow off a cap. Yeah, I was just like, of course that led me to sitting in my garage as a young kid taking, those little poppers at Halloween or
yeah,
on everything, 4th of July. So as a kid, I thought it'd be a good idea. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna sit in my garage and make like a fucking explosive, apparently. Because forgive me, YouTube.
Bomber.
Yeah, I thought this was like a good idea, right? So I'm sitting there as a kid. I'm taking them apart. I'm like, well, I'll put in a giant, a giant roll for coffee, like the coffee filters, right? Because it's like a big pop. I was like, I'll just fill it into a bigger pop. I didn't realize how like it worked, and that essentially like static electricity at some point would set this thing off. So I'm sitting here doing this. I must have done like packages of this shit. I'm sitting there going. All of a sudden, that one time I stick my finger down, and this thing like boom. I was like, what the hell, dude? Dude, I couldn't hear for a minute. I was like, what? What's going on? Like a scene from one of those movies. I'm looking around.
Flashbang like a war.
Yeah,
like a
dude,
war movie.
seriously.
Dude,
like
that's
Saving
how it
Private
was when
Ryan.
we were kids, though, man. Trial and error. We would do stuff and we would get hurt like that.
Yeah, seriously. Or like, like maybe as a kid, you're back somewhere by a train track and you start a little fire and then you're freaking out and your buddy goes to put it out and all he grabs is like a can of hairspray and you're like, that's not what you do. What are you doing? But as a kid, you don't realize it. You're just like, put it out. Like,
oh my gosh.
I remember one time as a kid, dude, I don't know why. I don't know why this happened, but I'm going to say it. So essentially, like we, somehow my buddy's, clothes got in basically his hamper started on fire. I don't know how. We were like probably like just like high school kids. His hamper started on fire. We're freaking out. We don't know what to do. We're running in circles, which again we could just went and got water, but we didn't. Running in circles. So all of a sudden I turn. What do I see? Yeah, I see my other friend standing there as he's peeing on it now. He's like,
of course, like, that's the only.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works.
Yeah, that's the only
he's seriously like, and that was his option. He's like, well, I'm taking care of it, man. So now you're sitting in this room. It smells of fire and urine, and of course we're listening to like Pink Floyd at the time. So that was a real trippy kind of situation. That's for sure. I did like it a lot though. So for sure.
Everybody, hey, so I want that like button.
Oh yeah. If you're around, guys, by all means, and if you're watching this back later, please like, subscribe, shake that ass, do what you got to do. It's anything, please. I would love it. But I want to talk to you guys. So Halloween is coming, as we're talking about, obviously, talking about the movies and all that stuff. So I want to talk to you guys. Popular candy for Halloween, right? What is our favorite candy? So let's start with you, Scott. What's your favorite candy for especially for Halloween?
Man, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I can eat my weight in cherry pull and peel Twizzlers. I'm the only person on earth that I think likes those.
No, dude, I love those.
I dig them.
We get them all the time in my house.
I love the time, dude. Like I probably eat them every day. Honestly,
I don't go that far, but yeah,
No, seriously, I'm not even bullshitting. Like it's a problem.
Scott's over there like losing a foot. He's like, I'm never stopping. These are amazing.
Dude, I buy pounds of cherry pull and peel Twizzlers every week. Like pounds.
That's crazy. I used to be like that with Sour Patch Kids. I had to slow it down. It was getting a little weird.
Yeah,
getting like really weird. What about you? Chris?
For me, I'm a chocolate guy. Chocolate is my favorite. So hands down, Kit Kat. I think Kit Kat. Okay. You can never go, especially like the mini Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Like last year, we got a big bag of Kit Kat, and me and Ralph, we like went through the whole bag in the night. It was amazing. Nice. And as I gotten older, Almond Joy, which I know a lot of people hate, but I love them.
I like them.
That's the thing. I feel like as you get older, it's like it's funny. I was just talking to the lady the other day, and we're at the store because I was getting a bag of candy, because I wanted to have the candy ready, whatever, for Halloween. So I was at Sam's Club and looking around, like, I go, what should we get? And she goes, well, this one looks good. I go, yeah, it's cool, but it has like York peppermint patties. I was like, that's and she goes, this is just, well, I like them. I go, yeah, you're a 35-year-old woman. Of course you like them. That's like, that's what they do. Is that like a thing? Like at a certain age, it's just like now you like weird candies.
York peppermint patties are good out of the freezer.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fair. Nah, we're putting stipulations on it. Yeah, that does sound pretty good, actually. That is, some Mounds. Yeah, Ashley.
I was gonna ask, do you also like? Is it exclusively Almond Joy, or do you also do Mounds?
Exclusively Almond Joy. I don't even know if I've even had Mounds. I honestly don't even know.
The almond. It's the same.
I have to say, I used to giggle.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same company. I used to giggle so hard as a kid because, of course, the thing was like, Almond Joys have nuts.
Got nuts.
Mounds don't. And I'm like, and then so I was like, because, and it would just kind of repeat itself. Yeah, man. I don't know. Do you guys have the store Menards down by you guys?
No, we don't have that.
No, you guys have that. So okay, so yeah, we have the store called Menards, and it was always like save big money at Menards, and I'd be like my Nards. Like every as a kid, I'd always like hear that on the radio. I had to, dude. I had to. Speaking of Nards, did anyone here see that movie? It came out in the 80s. Chris, you might have seen this possibly. It's a Halloween movie. I think it's called Monster Squad. There's
I know what
scene
it
in
is,
it.
but I haven't seen
There's
it.
a scene in it where there's a wolf man. And the entire time, these kids are having this whole conversation about how Wolfman, there was like, Wolfman doesn't have nards. He doesn't have nards. And finally, the kid like kicks him in the crotch and he grabs himself like, whoa, and he's like, Wolfman have nards, and like runs off. And ever since
I
then,
do remember that.
yeah, dude, ever since then, as a kid, yeah, dude, ever since a kid that I hear save more money at my nards. So I would always think of that as a kid.
Okay.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude, Wolfman have nards.
I need to watch it now. I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's a very campy, fun, like 80s kind of like movie about like monsters and stuff. But so I have a top 10 here for the candies around the country. Everyone likes top 10. Number 10, Starburst, which I'm not bad, right? I mean, I like a Starburst. I like the
color.
pink.
Best color Starburst.
Oh, pink, right?
Red,
far, dude.
red, easily.
Doing red.
I'm gonna say red. I'm gonna go with Chris.
Yeah,
they sell bags
like
of just the red ones.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that sounds good too. Actually, number 9, Kit Kat.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I love Kit Kat.
Some of these names, I wonder how they came up with them. Oh, number 8, candy corn. My ass. Like who? Like I'm sorry, I've never met a little kid who's like, I want more candy corn.
Yeah, kids don't usually like candy corn.
No, again, that's like an older person candy. That's
Ralph
like that's
loves candy corn.
Does he? Yeah, really?
Yes. Yeah, he's younger and he loves. The other day at the store, he bought a bag of candy corn. I'm like, put that back. He's like, I'm getting it.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, what are you doing, dude?
I like the pumpkin ones, the mellow creams.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I've never had a different type of.
At least those have a nice shape.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's a better texture.
Damn, dude. Seriously, I don't know. Candy corn is really weird to me. I don't know what it is about the thing. It just has that. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like a weird candy. I don't know. Oh, number 7. This is one I like though. Sour Patch Kids. That's my homie.
There you go.
I love Sour Patch Kids. I can't stop. It's bad. I you know what I do when it's so bad for me? I make popcorn at home, and the popcorn I make is like I do it like the right way, right? I use oil, little Himalayan salt, kind of healthy, really healthy, and then I pour a bunch of Sour Patch Kids in it. And it's like then the health goes out the window. So I'm like, I have to have them in there. It's bad. It's really good though, man. I love them. Okay, obviously number 6, Hershey's milk chocolate. So everyone here like a Hershey's.
Yeah, that's probably the staple chocolate.
Yeah, I'm a
Butterfinger guy. I'm a Butterfinger.
That's kind of weird, really.
That's me, man.
Now, is that like it's because of Bart Simpson or just in general?
Nah, man. I like the orange shit. Whatever the orange stuff is, it's good. I don't know what it is.
That is true. Like, what is that?
It's not
nudge.
No, is it?
No, it's like a weird. It's like some made
the
up
crumbly
thing.
part. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's good.
Man, that's weird. Yeah, I guess you know what? I will say this: like back in the day, like in my early 20s, I could like you give me like a bong, I could mess up some Butterfingers, dude. Like hard. I'd be like, yeah, I'll do them. Whatever. I would eat anything back then. Let's be honest.
That's why. I mean, I don't know.
You're right. You're like, I'll do a couple buddies. All right. Of course, then it left a Butterface, which is always fun. Anyways, so number 5, Twizzlers. Twizzlers are pretty good. Anyone do the Twizzler straw? You bite off a piece of the Twizzler.
I used to as a kid. Yes, I did that as a kid.
Yeah,
it's got to be the cherry pull and peel, though. It's got to be the cherry
for you.
Pull
Yeah, now you're at this level now where it has to be the pull and peel. Yeah. Now, have you ever tried the other flavors of the pull and peel? Because they have other flavors.
Yeah, I've tried pretty much every flavor Twizzler. That's just my favorite.
Man, that sounds good though. Number 4, I don't believe this at all. Tootsie Roll Pops, which I mean, that's kind of like a disappointing candy in a way. It's like.
Yeah,
it's like it starts out okay because you got a sucker, but some of those suckers on those taste weird. They don't even taste like a blow pop is awesome. I love a good blow pop.
Yeah,
Tootsie Roll Pop is weird, man. It's like
Tootsie Roll is always the last one in the bag when you
candy.
That's always at the bottom.
You're right.
Seriously,
You're
right? You're like, what do you got left? I got some candy corn and Tootsie Rolls. What do you want?
Yeah.
So
I'm good. I don't want anything. I'm good.
Yeah. Number 3, M&Ms. Those are always fun as a kid. You get the little bag, rip them open, just gone.
I like Reese's Pieces. I'm a Reese's Pieces guy.
Yeah, Reese's. Well, I think I'm wondering here what number one's going to be. Yep, that's what I thought. Number two is peanut M&Ms, which I love a good peanut M&M.
Yeah, me too.
But number one is Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I think those
I
have
can
kind
see
of
that.
become a staple, actually. Like
Everybody loves
and
those.
and
Yeah.
think about this too. What other candy do you know of can actually just change shape for a holiday, like some kind of Mighty Morphin Power candy? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's think about it. It's like,
Easter,
oh, it's Halloween.
Halloween,
Here, now it's a
Christmas.
pumpkin. Oh, it's Christmas. Now here's a tree. It's
Peeps do
Easter.
now.
Here's an egg. Yeah. Like next thing you know, it's like here's 4th of July. It's like, I don't know, George Washington. I don't know. But they do it like every season, those change. But like other candies just stay the same. They're all
True.
just being candies. Not that one, dude. No.
Everybody
Reese's are
watching,
awesome.
let us know in the comments what's your favorite candy.
No,
Y'all let us
I know
know.
Ashley right here. Ashley likes the worst candy in the world. So basically, like
it?
anything that's like a powdery, crappy little, those like candy cigarettes, like the crappy little candy cigarettes.
Yeah, the chalk.
I still buy those for her, and she'll sit there and just eat them, like snap them off like chalk.
So Ashley's
like,
favorite candy is candy cigarettes or chalk candy.
It's basically kind of really odd. I don't
Is
know.
that
Like,
true, Ashley? Let us know in the comments.
It's
It's
very
really
Great
weird,
Depression-esque candy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, man, I like your candy. It has no flavor, man. See, man, like a good candy has no flavor. It tastes like licorice, man. Actually, I'm curious. Do you guys, anyone here like licorice? Like the actual black licorice?
It's
No.
okay, and I can tell you a story about licorice though. It actually gets its flavor from anise, the fennel plant.
Yes, that I do. I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know that because I watched a documentary on the History Channel about it. So I'm being really serious right now. I did watch that. They had like the was it the candies that made America or whatever? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ashley also likes candy bracelets.
Candy bracelets. But
Yeah,
that being said, though, no, I don't like black licorice that much.
No, dude, I don't know why black licorice reminds me of like chewing tobacco. It's like I feel like as a kid, it's like I think in my head like, oh, this is what chewing tobacco would taste like. You throw the black licorice in there, you spit it out, it looks all black, or like, it's like, I don't know. That stuff's like really nasty, dude. Really, really, really nasty. Although,
Gross.
hold on here. Because I don't know what it is about that black licorice stuff, dude. Stuff like it wakes me up. My grandpa used to love that stuff, dude. I mean, loved black licorice. It was kind of crazy. It was a whole thing here. Oh, let's see here. Hold on 1 second here. I got something here popping up here. Multiple razor blades found in candy of children. Authorities expected to search for more. This comes out of a 2022 Oregon story from the AP and ABC News. Apparently, kids were finding candy with razor blades in them, and they were the small razor blades, like the kind you would use in a pencil sharpener.
Ooh.
Wow, I always thought that was a fake thing. Like that wasn't real. They always talked about it as a kid,
like one of those urban myths.
Yeah, right. Like you got to check for razor blades in your candy, and then your parents would just eat it all.
The candy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the parents would be like, I have to eat, and they take like half of it, eat it.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously, that was like a thing, right? And like now, apparently, 2022, apparently COVID wasn't enough, and they're like, hey, you know what we need? We need to put some razor blades in our candy. I bet you it was candy corn.
Let's up it a notch.
I bet you damn well it was
make a kid hate Halloween. That's how you do that.
Seriously, dude, right? You're like, hey, man, you know what's fun? What? Eating some razor blades, man. Okay, here, let's see what we got going. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this just because. What the hell? I say we jump over to Comic Corner. I'm interested to see this. Of course, I've seen it, so I'm interested to see it. So let's jump in. Here we go.
What up, Comic Fam? SVon82 here to bring you the first installment of Comic Corner, where I give you my comic book pick of the week as well as cover of the week. Now, this was a small week in comics, but I still got some stuff for you guys. My cover pick of the week for this week is going to be for Amazing Spider-Man issue 35. This is the Cover D Disney 100 homage, and it's by artist Claudio Cerrone. Now, my pick of the week is going to be for Batman City of Madness. This is book 1. Written by Christian Ward, and it is a DC Black Label book. DC Black Label books are always a lot of fun. They're not canon, so it enables the writer to really push things to the limit, really do whatever they want with the characters. A lot of fun. Magazine format book, Be sure to pick it up. Came out yesterday. New comic book day. Later, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's see here what we got. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Out now.
When you say they're like, obviously you say they're not canon. I mean, I believe most of us know what that means. But with that being said, I mean, so do they kind of just like, is it a one-off story for every one of those, or?
The cool thing about the DC Black Label is the writers have the characters to do with whatever they want. Like, for example, cool. I've read a DC Black Label book where they basically reenacted Clockwork Orange with Joker and his henchmen. I mean, they do really crazy stuff in these type books.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's always a safe bet to go with a good DC Black Label book. If you're in a comic shop and you're not sure what to grab, and you want something like you like Batman or something, pick up a DC Black Label book. It's a pretty safe bet.
I mean, I have to check that out. Yeah, actually, I'm excited because I just got my brakes finally fixed. My car is finally working, which means I can get my ass to the comic book shop and finally go pick up some new comics.
They're all self-contained, man. So it's most of the time they're one shots, they're one and done. This is book one, which it's going to be continued. A lot of the times they're just one shot stories that you can just one and done.
I gotta check that out. Now the Mickey Mouse cover. You got that one handy? I wanted to see that again.
Let's see. No, I actually put that one up.
Okay, to be fair, like I was on Sunday Night Sesh this last week, and it was taking a little heat. It was like they're like, we're getting tired of these Disney covers and everything. But I thought it was pretty cool, honestly. I just didn't say anything.
Well, it was a small week, man. It was probably the smallest week of the year. Like, I kind of hated that it was the first week for Comic Corner, because if it were last week, it would have been great. I don't know. There wasn't that much to pick from, but I did like this one. A lot of the Disney 100s, like I'll show you one. Like this one right here, I really didn't care for. There are some I just don't really care for.
I mean, I think I feel like it's like a niche thing. It's like if you get it, it's like they're kind of cool to have, and it's something cool to see. I mean,
But I mean, I feel like they killed it, dude. Mickey Mouse dressed as Spider-Man in a McFarlane homage. I mean,
that's true. It is what that is. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's pretty nice though. Yeah,
that's the exact reason why. Like, it checks off a million boxes. So
it takes off all the boxes, man.
Yeah, man.
No, now, I was talking about this earlier, and that, Chris, do you have a lot of comics at all? I see some stuff there on the back wall, but
yeah, I have mainly graphic novels. I normally don't collect single issues like paperback you get on the show. Yeah, so usually it's normally graphic novels. Like right there, I have Superwoman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Mr. Miracle, Spider-Man. So usually because I like to have it all condensed in one book.
Yeah, and a lot of books are better read all at once. Like, some books are just better read.
I will agree. Sometimes it's nice to just have the whole thing. You know what I mean? Instead of kind of waiting to be like, But I was telling sorry I was late. I was having supper with mom and dad. That's okay, man. Hey, having supper is totally welcome. Trust me. After this, I'm going out to eat myself. So I was telling Scott though before this, and I think it's kind of funny. Like, I love comic books. I own a bunch of them. I haven't read them in forever. I just started reading, but I also hate reading. So it's become this thing, right? Where it's like, I love this thing. I'm like, it's this badass comic. And it's like, I'm gonna put that off a little. I'll put it off. And next thing you know, it's like, I have to read this now because the new issue's coming out. I need to read these things.
Oh man, you need to change that. Change that in your mind. It should be fun. Like, I look forward to reading my books.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I need to get in the mindset of that, and also too, I will say, like, the dyslexia sometimes when I'm trying to read them, I'm just like, I get so like lost sometimes because I'm like, wait, where am I at? Where am I supposed to move? What panel am I going to? Like, where am I at?
Make it a fun thing. Like, really go out of your way to like take the time of the day when you have extra time where you don't have anything going on, and like maybe find your best cigar or whatever you take pleasure.
Yeah, and just like sit down and really enjoy it.
Yeah, and just make it your special time and just sit down and enjoy what you enjoy and read the book, and that's what I do, and I enjoy it a lot.
I need to do that, like set up like a time. I think or like a day where it's like on Sunday afternoons I sit down and I just do my reading. You know what I mean?
And enjoy a glass of wine and read your books.
Yeah.
Sundays when I normally read as well. Sunday.
Yeah.
Do a Sunday read. That's a good idea. I mean, I'll give that a try. I was like, I was thinking about it. Yeah, right. I got to get more into that concept. Although I will say it's helping finding books that I'm actually like interested in now. Because obviously all this stuff, you know, we all know about other books that are around and stuff, but it was nice like finding something different, being like, okay, this is something kind of new to get into and actually like explore different characters versus just like the traditional guys I'm used to.
Yep.
Which is, you know, a whole different thing. So I'm going out to eat after this. So just out of curiosity, guys, favorite restaurant? What's your favorite go to? It can be local. It doesn't have to be anything we know about.
Okay. I'd say for me, there's a Mexican restaurant. It's actually family owned. It's called Las Palomas. It's Tex-Mex, Mexican food. It's the best. My favorite. Mexican's my favorite. So yeah, that one.
Fair.
Honestly, I don't know.
Like whatever sells pull and peel.
Okay, I'll tell you my very favorite thing. It's called, and y'all probably don't have them where you're at. I'm pretty sure it's just a Chattanooga thing, but there's a restaurant here called Anchors, and they're famous for like their hoagies.
Oh, okay.
But I get this. It's called a steak sub, and it's just a big ass steak sub in a sack. And
sounds good.
Dude,
sounds
it's
good.
So good. It's like the best thing ever.
Checking off a lot of things.
Food but it's just a sliced steak sandwich.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Dude, I keep picturing Chris Farley just hoagies and grinders, just like circling in the circle doing that. No, dude, we're going to this place called Gia Mia. Obviously, it's an Italian place. They just great pasta and like fire pizzas and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
really,
I love
really
Italian.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff up here like that.
I love Mexican too.
Dude, Mexican's one of my favorites. But it brings me to an interesting question because obviously, Chris, I know you answered on my poll, the chili thing. So some people say chili shouldn't have beans. Other people, I'm blown away by this because I'm like, what else? What else do you put in it? Like, what do you mean there's no beans? Like,
I'm with beans.
Meat.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you? We do meat and beans up here. That's what we do. And like, there's some other things we add, but like down by you, it's just like what, just straight up meats.
Texas is known for not having beans in their chili. We just sell chili. Like, there's no beans in it. There's even Texas chili, no beans. It literally, I probably had beans in my chili once, and I couldn't finish it. I was like, "What is?"
Okay, that's I want to say though, this is super weird to me because my thing is like. Right. So is it just like a meat? It's meat. A meat soup? I mean, what would
meat soup. Yeah, it is a meat soup.
So is it more like a stew at this point? Are we stewing this, or is it like, is it like a thicker thing, or is it like
it is really thick. It is thicker. It goes great on a hot dog. But it's it's mainly just meat and then like with the tomatoes, whatever you put in there. But basically like
hot dogs.
Like the way like a regular chili is made, just don't put the beans in it. And it's just Texas chili. I don't know if other states, I'm sure other states do without beans. But
no, it's interesting, because I think I don't know. I thought at first it was like a Midwest thing where like we're just throwing everything in like a casserole.
Oh, hey, like, Tony's saying in the comments, chili is very good. Actually, we do deer meat in chili here.
Oh yeah, dude, I've had that before. It is really good. Honest to God. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we have so many damn deer running around up here, so it's like kind of nice. You always have one buddy who goes hunting in November or whatever, and they come back with like an entire freezer full. You know, they're like, here, have some sausage and have this and have that, and it's like, yeah, it's nice.
That's my uncle right now. He's hunting.
Yeah, dude,
he's gonna start hunting.
Yeah, dude, it's almost time, right? They're like, all right, they're gearing up for it, man. I mean, it's a nice thing though. I do like a nice venison roast. You throw a roast on,
I love that.
Dude, it sounds good.
Yeah, it helps to be like 6 beers in, but it tastes pretty good. You know, you're like, you get that like that meat flavor. You're like, oh, this is nice. Yes. We got here. I used to make a wicked fireball chili. Ooh,
fireball chili.
Now we're not talking about, of course, like fireball. I think he means like a hot, spicy chili, not like I'm picturing like a cinnamon fireball chili.
Oh no, no.
Like,
sounds good.
Is this do it.
Yeah, is this like a Mr. International 305, whatever his name is? Yeah, like fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah, dude. So I do like I said, the Italian place up here is really, really good. I'm gonna go there. Definitely gonna get an old fashioned because that's a thing in the Midwest. You get an old fashioned, and then you do an app. We're gonna do some apps. You gotta get an app involved. Something I'm not sure what yet. And then go for the main course, and then of course talk about dessert, but never eat the dessert. It's always like would you like to see the menu, dude? The dude has asked me so many times if I want to see the menu. We're always like, yeah, let's see it. We've never gotten dessert. We've been to this restaurant like so many times, they know us. And be like, oh, would you like to see that? Sure, let me see it. You're looking over, you're like, I can't, my stomach, I just can't. It's like literally the same routine every time, dude. It's like so freaking hilarious, man. I'm just like, I can do this.
It's a lot. It can be a lot.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't know. They have this giant cake thing that looks pretty good, but again, I can't. See, the problem with the cake, I'll be totally honest with everyone. So I work out all the time. I'm crazy about working out, mostly because it's just like a health thing for me at this point.
Yeah,
and so, great. Well, it's great, except the problem is, see, okay, there's 3 stages of working out, right? You start getting into it and you kind of hate it and like, oh, it sucks, whatever. Then you start working out, you're like, oh, I feel a little bit better, whatever. And then I'm at the 3rd stage of working out, which is just full on body dysmorphia. So now I sit there and look in the mirror and I'm like, I'll literally like last night I had, like I said, a couple of drinks. And the next morning I wake up and I'm just like, you're such a fatty. How dare you have those drinks? How could you do that to yourself? And it's just playing in my head, dude, like over and over again. It's so crazy. So like, if I get that cake, my day tomorrow will like literally, I'll be like, oh, well, 35 minutes of cardio is cool, but I guess I could do like 50 because I ate the cake. And I know it doesn't do anything. Is that going to help me? No, it's okay. You know what, though? It's okay. I rather have it than not. Although, led to me not being able to work out the past couple of days because I pulled my entire neck muscle here, like to the point where my arm was going numb.
Find a low-fat alternative. Just do a low-fat alternative.
Yeah, I know. I gotta try to, man. Honestly, because it's kind of my what's it like my kryptonite now? It's like my weird thing because it's like I get so obsessed with the eating thing. I'm like, gotta watch out for this, watch out for that. But yeah, my neck's been killing me. My arm wasn't working right because of that. So then I tried to use some of that CBD oil. I can't say
CBD,
like CBD, and rubbing that all over it, and it kind of works, but does it? I don't know. I don't know how you really feel about those things. People are like, "Oh, I use it for this thing and that thing." I'm like, I don't know. Does it really do anything?
I mean, for mild, I think it's effective for mild discomfort or mild pain, but I don't think anything beyond that. I don't think that. I think you need something more.
Yeah, I'm not thinking it's a real thing. Oh, look. Oh, Tony's saying here, habanero, chili powder, jalapenos, cayenne. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Your ass would hate you the next day.
Yeah. Tony's over here taking like a trip through the fucking through India over here. He's like,
I'm just thinking about the next day off of that.
Yeah, dude, seriously, man. I mean, it sounds amazing, except like you're saying, the next day. And God forbid if you did have a couple drinks. Oh my God.
Oh my God, man.
Oh, dude, you're just sitting there
bless.
Dying. Yeah, right. Yeah, seriously, dude. Oh my God, man. It reminds me. So you guys, because obviously you guys are down south there. You guys don't have you don't have White Castle. You guys have Crystal, right?
Crystals.
Basically,
we don't even have crystals either.
Really? We have crystals. Crystals actually, I believe, originated here in Chattanooga.
Okay, I can see that. That seems like a thing. Yeah, we have White Castle, which again, I mean, you want to talk about like blowing out ass, dude. The next day on that stuff. So the key is this: you go out for the night with your buddies. You drink like a villain. I mean, crazy drinking, right? To the point where you're just like, ah. Then of course, then you order the White Castle, but it can't just be like a bag of White Castle. You have to get the box. Like I don't know about like Crystal, but they do like a box.
Yeah,
you literally get like a
box. It's called a steamer. You get 24 in a steamer box.
You get a steamer,
or you can get a sack full, and that's 12. A sack full,
right? Yeah, you can do a sack full, but that's not enough for a human. So you need. You got to
get a steamer. The steamer box.
Dude, oh my 24. God, that's hilarious to be a steamer. But yeah, you eat that, and your body's just like, and you're fine at the time. You're fine, and then the next morning you wake up, and you're just like. It's not good. It is not good. Yeah. No need for a colonoscopy. Yeah, that's right. Because your colon is in your hands, Tony. You literally just wiped your colon off yourself. You're like, dude. Yeah, no. Like I said, we used to do that all the time, man. We'd get those, and for some reason too, I'd be like, oh man, I know I just ordered like 15 cheeseburgers. I'm gonna eat myself, but I think I need some onion rings, and then on top of that, I'm gonna get some. They have the chicken rings.
We got it's chili cheese fries here at Crystal. You got to get the chili cheese fries with your crystals here. So
now that just makes it work. Are those Texas chili or is it chili?
Crystals has their own chili. They're known for their chili. It's really good. It's a really meaty chili, but it does have some beans.
I'd be interested to look this up for the next time I do the show. I'm going to look up and see what their chili's made of. And I swear to God, if I look it up and it says chili-like substitute, like when in words, it's like you look something up and it's like, or like if you was it Wendy's and it's like the Wendy's chili and it's like it'll be like you look it up, he's like, oh, I'm interested what that is, and it's like it'll be like Wendy's chili, like registered, and it's like why you can't trademark a chili? It's chili, and then you start looking into the ingredients, you're like, oh, this is weird. I don't know I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have looked this up.
Yeah,
it's like McNuggets.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
right. A McNugget. There's oh yeah, no, I get it. Trust me. I love a good McNugget, but there's a reason why we call it a McNugget. It's because it's not a nugget.
It's not chicken.
Oh no.
You know what? I had one earlier today, so I can contest it.
That's fair. I always think it's kind of hilarious though how like we do that in society where like we've come to these terms of things, right? Like you're saying, like, oh, you order a steamer, you get a sack. If you're gonna right, we eat things called nuggets. Like, think about it. It's like we've come to the pinnacle of humanity, right? We have computers. We're talking over this interwebs, shooting through space, all these things. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you doing? Well, I'm eating some nuggets and having a steamer. It's like, I don't know, something. I feel like we messed up somewhere. It was like going up good. We're like, cool. Questionable. Like, I don't know. I always think
we got McNuggets now.
Yeah, right. We got McNuggets. We got dude. Like, you know. It's always questionable with that kind of stuff to me. I'm like, what happened to us? What are we doing? You know, it's like there was a time in our world where we were like very like, no, we eat good, we're doing this, that, and the other, and then we got all spoiled and stuff. You know?
It just became easier to eat fast food. At a certain point.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Honestly, the hardest thing in the world for me is driving past a fast food place and smelling it. And like being like, knowing I can't do that now. Like my doctor's like, you can't do that. So I'm like, okay. And you smell that smell. And it smells like carnival food, honestly, when you don't eat it for so long.
I eat fast food pretty much. I eat fast food a lot.
I can't do that, man. Honestly, I go to one carnival a year kind of thing in my town, and that's when I go like crazy. That's like my week of like corn dogs and chili cheese fries and, you know, fried snickerdoodles, whatever, dude. I'll take it all. I'm like, for 1 week, I'm like just purging on stuff, like some kind of just gross, just ugh. I'm like, give it to me, give it all. It's so good though. I do really like it. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So I want to say, you guys, we're almost done here with the hour. I had a great time with you guys, though. I do appreciate it. And actually, you know what, Scott, you're right. It went by fast. This was pretty fast to do. I enjoyed it. Obviously, guys, if you just tuned in late, please check out everything else. We did the comic corner. We did Chris's top 5 here on the movies, or Chris and Ralph, I should say, top 5 on the movie list. Did some fun stuff. We talked about toys that could kill us. Talked about the candy, which I really like, and of course the Toys R Us, which again I want I'm going to look into this because I still think there's a conspiracy here to be had with the Jeffrey and the Jeffrey. I know it's a stretch and we're getting into some stuff, but you know what? It's my thing. I can do this. I'm allowed to. You know, I could do this. Also, too, I'd like to say this episode of Frank's Weekly BS was brought to you by You Collect What, which will be on next week. So You Collect What, we're going to be doing horror collectibles, fans. That'll be our last show for October. And same thing for me. I think my next show is going to be actually in November. If I look at the list
for the horror, I'm bringing some heat too.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good time, man. And so like I said, be sure to check that out as well. Also, too, shout out to my buddy getting my car done today, redlinetransmission.com. If you're in Illinois and you need some work done, by all means, please. Maybe one day he'll like sponsor me or something. That'd be kind of cool. Like, yeah, I'm sponsored by a transmission shop. What do you do? I talk about toys.
How's that work though? You get discounts on oil changes, or
Seriously, I don't know. Like, well, that'd be nice actually. I go through
oil code Frank's BS for 10% off your next oil.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait, dude. Oh my god, I gotta be honest. Is it wrong that like my entire thing that I want to try to achieve is just to get to the point where I get to be like Blue Chew, like, and just talk about Blue Chew or some crazy thing, you know? Or
that's a great goal.
Yeah, or my bed sheets that I got, like, some jack off company gave me free bed sheets, and now I love. And it's like, and it's just like that. I don't know. Part of me is like, that sounds like an awesome idea. I don't know.
Run that. I'm all for sponsors. Hell yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. Blue Chew, if you're out there, I mean, I don't care. I like, you know what? I'll be dysfunctional just for you guys. I'll be like, it doesn't work. I don't tell you. Stop working. You know, I can tell why I collect toys. Doesn't work. Sad. Doesn't work. It's sad. But again, guys, great time. Thank you so much. Chris, if you want to, what's your YouTube channel and everything again, man?
Yep. So it is Chris and Ralph Productions on YouTube, and you can follow us on Instagram at Chris and Ralph.
By all means, please follow them. Obviously, Scott, your stuff, go for it, bro.
Yeah, man. Comic Book Addicts. Actually, first off, you can find me at sfon82 on YouTube. That's my channel. But I do a weekly live stream. I've done it for a while now. It's called Comic Book Addicts. We mix a little bit of the comic book hobby with some recovery stuff, but it's a good time. this Monday, I'll have my brother Marcus on to help me co-host. We're going to have writer and co-creator of Rad Wraith, which is an awesome independent comic book. It's going to come out right before Halloween, the Rad Wraith double feature, but it's going to be so cool. And also, I will be participating in Comics Curing Cancer this year. I'm doing a special episode of Comic Book Addicts, and it's going to be at a special date and time. It's going to be October 21st at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to be giving away. I'm going to be actually talking to a cancer survivor and a Ringo Award nominated writer, and we're going to be giving away some copies of his awesome new book, Jane American, and there's signed copies and some holochrome copies. But anyways, we're going to be giving away free books, so you're going to want to tune in for that at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, October 21st on my channel. So,
and real quick, when does the CBD
Comics Curing Cancer?
The award show, the CBB, is it CBB?
Oh, CBC Awards.
CBC, sorry,
CBC Award, CBC Award finalists. The finalist voting is going on right now. It'll be going until November 18th is when it cuts off, and the actual award show will be December 2nd. I'm nominated for Comic Book Addicts for Best Ongoing Series. If you guys would please go to www.cbcawards.org and vote Comic Book Addicts for Best Ongoing Series. It's the only thing I've ever been nominated for ever in life, so I would love to freaking win this. Please, y'all help me,
dude. Yeah, man. For all means, go do it. Actually, I'm kind of in a weird spot because I started doing this contest like a few months ago, that Jason Voorhees photo shoot thing. And I'm currently first place in my category. So I basically, if I make to the end of today, then then it gets condensed down to all the people from around the country. We all go into one group because there's a bunch of groups. I didn't realize that. So there's a bunch of groups. I'm currently in first place on mine. So then it restarts. I think there's 2 more rounds to go. If I do it, that'd be great. If I don't, whatevs. But trust me, if I go, look, at some point I'm going to be hitting people up for votes on this thing. If I make it, dude,
I voted for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The content I'm going to get. Because I get to go do a photo shoot with the dude who played Jason. You get to go to the murder house from American Horror Story.
What?
And you get flown out to LA, which means my happy ass is going to go to the fucking Funko place. So I'm going to be taking tons of photos, dude. I'm going to be all up in there, like just everything. Funko.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, again, guys, thank you so much for the 800 followers.
What do we got coming up? What do you got coming up for episode 2 of your new live stream?
Honestly, I don't know, man, because I kind of like what I did today. It's like obviously I'm gonna do Comic Corner. I'm gonna do Chris and Ralph doing another top 5. I really just like kind of the random things I was doing, just going over lists of things that I found I think is fun, interesting. Awesome. Obviously more breaking toy news. As obviously here's the thing, with Christmas coming up, there's gonna be tons of toy stuff coming out. So I will actually be doing some more actual breaking toy news. More crazy stories from across the internet. And again, thank you all so much for the 800 subscribers at this point. Let's make it to 1,000. And look, I know it's going to maybe piss some people off or whatever. I just want to say something. My heart goes out to everything that's going on in the Middle East right now. God, hope those people are doing okay as best they can be. And, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But, hopefully everyone gets through it okay and everything. So. But guys, with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for being here for the inaugurational episode. I had a great time, and man, we're gonna peace out. So until next time, guys, keep it breezy. We'll catch you later. Have a good one. Peace.